Sir.
Marquez,
Present po, sir.
Tolentino,
Present po.
Timaano,
Present po.
Dairo,
Present po.
Elodio,
Present po.
Sarmiento,
Present po.
Gabia,
Present po.
Obina,
Present po, sir.
Garcia, Reginald,
Present po.
Esguera,
Present po.
Dilaw, Lianto,
Present po.
Abelgos, Malihan,
Present po.
Ignaco,
Present po, sir.
Andaya,
Present po, sir.
Ang,
Present po.
Ubeda,
Present po.
Dimayuga,
Present po.
Katapia. Okay. So may mga humabol ba? Abelgos. Wala. Tilaw. Manzano. Medina.
Baka raw po hindi maka-attend si Medina. Gawa po, nagloloko daw po ang PLDT po sila.
Okay. Marasigan. Glessy. Wala pa din. Okay. So, sino yung naka-reason? Miranda? Ano yun?
Sir, yung nagbigay na po ako ng index card. Last F to F po.
Okay. Baka lang sa iba ko siya napasama.
Sige po. Salamat po.
Hanapin ko na lang. How about si Mendoza?
Pero natawag po, baka lang po hindi na tulog.
Okay na. Ano pa yun? Si Marasigan? Okay. Ulit nga, Marasigan, nandito na. Abelgos.
Present po, sir.
Okay, so wala pa dito. Dilaw, si Manzano at si Medina. Tatlo lang. Okay, so before we start our class, kindly prepare yung inyong mga graphing tools. So since today our lesson is velocity analysis by relative velocity method, so we are going to need to graph yung ating mga given for us to solve the velocity ng ating mga mechanism. Okay, so prepare yung inyong ruler, compass, protractor, and a clean sheet of paper. So mag-prepare kayo para maka-follow kayo sa ating discussion. Okay, so we will start our class at 10:45. Okay, so can we start the discussion? Balik na ba ang lahat? Okay, so last meeting or last discussion natin is about velocity analysis, but we use our instantaneous center method. So for now, we are going to discuss naman another method in solving velocity. Excuse me, wait lang. Okay, so sorry. For today, we're going to discuss another method in solving our velocity. And this is our relative velocity method. Okay, so ano ba yung ating relative velocity method? So in relative velocity method, it is a fundamental approach used in kinematics of mechanism to determine the velocity of different points in a system. So it is based on the concept that the velocity of a point on a rigid body can be found relative to another point on the same body. So this method is particularly useful for analyzing linkages, gear trains, cams, and other machine elements where direct measurements of velocity is difficult. Okay, so I have listed here 7 steps on how are we going to draw the velocity diagram so that kapag may velocity diagram na tayo, we can be able to solve our velocity. So hindi ko na siya i-discuss isa-isa. So let's proceed na lang sa ating sample problem so that we can easily visualize at saka madali nating maintindihan paano ba yung ating procedures kung paano natin masosolve yung ating velocity. Okay, so let's proceed dito sa ating sample problem number 1. Okay, so we have a 4-link mechanism. So 4-bar linkage again yung ating example, unang example. So in a 4-link mechanism, the dimension of the links the dimension of the links are as under. So AB, binigay yung ating AB which is 50 mm, BC 66 mm, CD 56 mm, and AD 100 mm. So at the instant, in the instant when DAB or angle DAB is 60 degrees, the link AB has the angular velocity of 10.5 rad per second in the counterclockwise direction. So we are going to find the velocity at point C and the angular velocities of the link BC and CD. Okay, so ang first step natin, we are going to illustrate or we are going to graph yung ating given mechanism. Okay, so hindi ko lang naisama dito yung pinaka-illustration, but then ang given natin dito is a 4-bar mechanism wherein this is point A, B, C, and D. And then we have our fixed link AD. Okay, so ang una natin gagawin, we are going to have the graph ng ating mechanism. Okay, so in the past, lagi kong ginagawa kapag pinapakuha ko sa inyo yung ating graph, you are going to solve yung ating transmission angle or you are going to solve our output angle and then you can have the graph of it. Pero you can, I know naman na pwede naman siya gawin kasi given naman yung lahat ng side natin, lahat ng links natin. So pwede na natin siyang gawin via graphical method. Okay, so for this time, mag-purely graphical method muna tayo ng pagkuha ng ating sample problem. Okay, so if you have your paper, compass, protractor, and ruler with you, so we can have the graph of it. So wait lang, let me present first yung aking screen. Okay, so nakikita na ba yung ating AutoCAD?
Yes po. Opo, sir.
Okay. So let's proceed dun sa ating pag-graph ng ating given. Okay, so based on our given, we have our fixed link AD to be 100 mm. Okay, so we have this 100 mm. This is point A and this is point D. And then, given tayo ng AB, which is, sabi sa given natin is 60 degrees from the horizontal. So, measure tayo ng 60 degrees dito. And then, AB is 50 mm. Okay. So, using your compass, pwede naman natin makuha yung ating BC at saka CD. So, paano? So, you are going to draw a curve wherein ang kanyang radius ay, so ang BC natin is 66. So, this is 66. And then, from this point, ang ating link, CD is 56 mm. So, we're going to draw a circle with a radius of 56 mm. And then, kung makikita natin, we have the intersection dito sa part na to. So, you are going to draw a line here. Kung makikita natin, that is 66 mm, which is also our given naman. So, tama naman. And this is 56 mm. Okay. And then, we can now remove yung ating mga guidelines na ginawa. Okay. So, everyone, do you follow? Nag-graph naman yung ating given forwarding gauge. So, having the correct graph will be critical dito sa ating pagsosolve. Okay, so go back muna tayo dito sa aking presentation. Okay. So dito lang, wala kasi akong compass dito sa notes. Bali, protractor na lang at saka ruler ang kaya kong gamitan. Okay. So again, let's have the graph dito. So ang unang sabi dyan, 100. So that is 10. Okay, so 10. Tapos, naka 60 degrees daw. And then, anong sukat niya? We have 50 mm. We have 50 mm dito. Ayan. Tapos, anong angle to from the horizontal? So, then, kayo naman, you can use compass naman dito. Okay, wait lang. Minatawag lang. Okay, sorry. So, may tumawag lang. May tumawag lang sa akin with regard sa aming plant tour. So, inasikaso ko lang siya muna. Okay, so let's go back. Nakabalik na ba ang lahat? Dito na naman. Okay, so let's continue. So, we are graphing. So, kayo naman, kaya nyo gumamit ng compass. So, you can find these measurements naman. Okay. So, ang sabi dito, ang ating link, BC is 66 mm. So, that is 6.6. That's 6.6. Okay, so that is 6.6 centimeter. And then, yung ating dito is 56 mm or that is 5.6. So, dapat tama to. Okay. This is 5.6. Okay, so everyone, nag-graph ba yung ating given? Okay, so let's continue. Wait lang, ilagay lang muna natin ang label to. So this is point A, this is point B, C, and point D. And then, ano pang given natin? So this is 60 degrees. Tapos sabi dito, our angular velocity at AB. So ito, sinabi din dito na counterclockwise yung ating direction. So AB is rotating counterclockwise and at the speed of 10.5 rad per seconds. So again, if our rotation ng ating link AB is counterclockwise, so ang kanyang direction ng motion, ang direction ng kanyang velocity at this point B is, di ba, ganitong direction. So the requirement is this direction is perpendicular with our link AB. Okay? So this is velocity at AB. Kasi at any point dito sa ating link AB, our velocity is equals. So kahit dito pa tayo sa point na to mag-measure ng velocity, kahit sa point na to, sa point na to, ang value ng kanilang velocity will only be equals. Okay. So our next step, we are going to solve for our velocity at AB. So again, ang ating formula para ma-solve natin yung velocity, we have the angular velocity at AB times our radius. So at this example, yung ating radius na gagamitan is AB. Okay? So what will be the measurement ng ating okay, binigay na yung ating angular velocity in rad per second. So madali na, hindi na natin siya i-convert. And then ang measurement natin ng AB is 50 mm. Again, in solving the velocity, ang gamitin natin laging unit is meter per seconds. So i-convert natin yung mm to meters. Okay, so what will be the value of our velocity AB? Paki-calculate ako and then paki-chat dito sa chat box. Okay, so we have 0.525 meter per second. So ngayon, dapat kasi kapag mag-solve tayo ng mga velocity problem, ang given sa atin is what is the velocity at our input link or yung ating pinaka-crank. Okay, so that will be our first na kukunin. And then after that, we are going to establish yung ating gagamitin na scale. Okay, so we are going to establish yung ating scale. So with regards to our scale, kayo naman ang bahala ng mag-scale niyan. Saan ba kayo convenient? Saka ano yung sa tingin nyo na tama with the measurement na given sa atin. Okay, so dito, I will just have the scale. For example, our 0.525 meter per second is equals to 50 mm. Okay, so now, kapag ito yung ginamit kong scale, kukunin natin kung anong scale niya kapag meter per seconds to length. Okay, so if I have 1 meter per seconds, what will be the value of length? Okay, so paano ba siya kukunin? Ang 525 meter per seconds daw is 50 mm. So kapag 1 meter per seconds, ilang mm? So just isip solve na lang ito. What will be the answer? What will be our meter per second to length? Guys, what will be the value of x dito? Pakichat sa chat box. Okay, so let's, since this is a scale naman and then we are going to use rulers para makuha natin yung sagot, i-2 decimal places na lang natin kapag sa scale. So let's just say 95.23 mm. Okay, so paano naman kapag we have our length 2 meter per second? So 1 mm, anong equivalent niya in meter per seconds? So again, proportion lang ulit yan. 0.525 meter per seconds is 50 mm. So kapag 1 mm, ilang meter per seconds? Okay, so we have 0.0105 meter per seconds. Okay, so this is the most critical part ng ating solution. We should have established first yung ating scale. So, yung ating velocity analysis method will depend on our graph and will depend on the scale, kung tama ba yung scale natin na finormulate. Okay, so next step, we are going to have our velocity diagram. Okay, so in our velocity diagram, we will have first a point. So this point will be our fixed link. or yung ating fixed point sa ating given. In this case, since given tayo nitong ating 4-bar linkage dito, ang fixed point natin dito is point A and point D. So this point will be our point A and point D. And then, again, our direction ng velocity at AB or this link is perpendicular siya dito sa ating input. So ang next natin gagawin, we are going to measure yung ating perpendicular line. Ano ba yung pwesto ng ating perpendicular line dito sa ating AB? So using your ruler, pakitama ako. Kukunin natin yung kanyang perpendicular dito. Ayan. So tinama ako siya sa ruler. Tapos, we will start in point 80. At ang sabi dyan, dito, our velocity at AB is 525 meter per second, wherein 525 meter per second is equals to 50 mm. So we are going to draw a 50 mm line dito from this point 80. Okay. So 50 mm, that is 5 cm. We are going to draw a 5 centimeter line dito. Ayan. Okay, so this is now our point. Wait lang. This is now our point B. So this is our line from point A to point B. Okay, now we have our point C naman. Kung papansin nyo dito sa ating graph, we have point C na connected sa ating point B. And then, our point D which is connected dito sa ating point C din. Again, we are going to get yung perpendicular line dito. And then, kukunin natin yung intersection sa ating graph. So let's connect first our point B going to our point C. So somewhere here, pero hindi pa natin sure kung saan. Kukunin natin yung distance, yung intersection nung line na ito at nung line na ito, and that point will be our point C. So paano ba yon? Again, we are going to use our rulers. And then i-measure natin yung kanyang perpendicular line dito. So itatama ulit natin yung ruler natin dito so that it will be perpendicular. Ayan. So kung tama na yung ruler natin, let's go back here and then let's draw a line. The same line yung ating ito-drawing. Okay. So this first, this is a guideline muna. And then, balik tayo sa ating pinaka-graph na ginawa. I-measure naman natin yung ating perpendicular line sa link CD. So, itatapat ulit natin siya dito. So, 10 degrees daw, sabi dito sa ruler ko. And then, we are going to draw a line from point D. That is point D to our point C. And then this will be our intersection. So this line will be our point C. Okay. So this will be our velocity at AB. This is our velocity at BC. And this is our velocity at CD. Kasi this is point D and point C. Okay, so let's go back sa ating unknowns. So So sabi dito, we're going to find the velocity at point C. So unahin natin yon. We have the velocity at point C. So going back sa ating graph, this is our point C. And then it should be perpendicular dito, di ba? But then, our velocity at point C is equals to our velocity at the link CD. Kasi any point dito sa ating link CD is equals. Kaya yung ating point C ay equal sa velocity natin in any point dito sa ating VCD. Okay. So let's have our velocity at C is equals to VCD. Velocity at CD natin. At para ma-measure natin yon, we're going to susukatin natin itong ating velocity CD by graphical method. So using our ruler dito, tapat muna natin. Okay. So yung length ng ating VCD is around as a 39 mm, 3.9 centimeter. So that is 39 mm. Okay. So ngayon, we're going back sa ating scale. So sabi natin, 1 mm is 0.0105 meter per second. So we are going to multiply or we are going to convert yung ating mm to meter per second. So we have 0.0105 meter per second per 1 millimeter. Okay, cancel ang millimeter. So our velocity at point C will be, so paki-compute, what will be our velocity at point C? Okay, so para naman kayo, we have 0.4095 meter per second. Okay, so that will be our velocity at point C. Okay, so nakuha naman kung paano natin na-solve yung ating velocity at point C. Okay, so let's proceed sa next. We have our velocity at angular velocities of the link BC and CD. We have BC and CD. Okay, so going back, we have our velocity to be equals to our angular velocity times the radius. So our angular velocity will be solved using our velocity over our radius. So let's have our angular velocity at BC. So it will be equal to the velocity of BC over yung R natin, radius. So in the case of BC, that will be the length of our link BC. Okay? So now we are going to measure yung ating velocity at BC. So kunin ulit natin yung inyong ruler and then sukatin nyo kung ano yung length natin dito ng point BC. Okay, so base sa ruler ko dito, that is at asan na yun? 3.4. Okay, so depends naman kung ano yung makukuha nyo dyan. Okay, so in my illustration, in my graph, nakuha ko is 3.4 centimeters, so that is 34 mm. Again, our scale na establish natin, 0.0105 meter per second is 1 mm. Okay, and then what is the length of our BC? What is the length of our link BC. So our BC is 66 mm. So we have here 66 mm. And then sabi ko nga dito may meters tayo, so dapat naka-meter siya. So 1 meter is 1,000 mm. Okay, so with that, what will be the value of our angular velocity, BC? Okay, so we have 5.409. 5.409 meter per second. Okay, so that is already our angular velocity at BC. Now, let's solve naman for our angular velocity at CD. So again, we have our velocity at CD times the radius, which is the length of our link CD. Okay, so balik tayo dun sa ating velocity diagram. And let's measure. Okay, so measure na pala natin yung length ng ating CD dito. So that is 39 mm. So we have 39 mm. And again, using our scale, that is 0.0105 meter per second per 1 mm over yung ating CD. Ano length natin ng CD? Our CD is 56 mm. So this is 56 mm. Tapos, i-convert natin to meters. We have 1 meters is 1,000 mm. So, cancel yung meter. So, what will be the value of our angular velocity CD? Okay, so we have 7.3125. Okay, so mali pala yung nilagay kong unit dito. This is rad per seconds. This is rad per seconds. Okay, so sorry for that. So this will be our angular velocity now at BC and CD. Okay, so naintindihan kung paano natin na-solve using our relative velocity method?
Yes po.
Okay, sige. Let's have first 10 minutes break before we proceed sa ating sample problem number 2. So let's go back at 11:36. Okay, so nakabalik na ba ang lahat? Can we proceed na with our sample problem number 2? Okay. So how about naman kapag we have this type naman of problems? Okay. So sabi dito, figure shows a mechanism in which AO, so this is our input link, yung AO natin, ay 300 mm, and then our AB is 600 mm, AC is equals to our BD, which is equals to 1200 mm, OD is horizontal for the given configuration. So this OD is, wait lang. So this part is horizontal. So meaning they are on the same line on that case. And then if AO rotates at, so binigay yung ating speed ng ating AO in the clockwise direction. So we are going to find yung ating linear velocity at CD and our angular velocity of links AC and BD. So again, our first step na gagawin is we are going to redraw yung ating given using our scales na. So dito, we have 300 mm, 600 mm, 1200 mm. So pwede na ang gamitin na natin is i-divide natin sila lahat sa 10 so that we can draw. So for our analysis, let's say 10 mm is equals to 1 mm. So this value scale. So itong 300 natin magiging 30, ito magiging 60, ito magiging 120. Okay, so let's have first our graph dito. Okay, so mag-ruler tayo. So yung una, we have our fixed point at O, and then that is on 30 degrees with the vertical. So with the horizontal, that is 60 degrees. So let's have naka 60 degrees. So kaya din, start to draw yung ating mechanism. Okay, so naka 30 degrees with the vertical, and that is 300 mm. So that is 3 centimeter or 30 millimeter. So at this point, this is 3. Okay. Now, yung distance natin ng point O, this point O, papunta dito sa ating point C, that is 600 mm. So, gawa muna tayo dito ng horizontal line. So, this is a guideline lang for our reference. So, block natin. Okay. And then, at 600 mm, so that is 6 centimeter or 60 mm. So, ito. Highlight that, and then ito draw natin yung ating line dito. Lagay muna tayo ng line. Okay. And then, yung ating AC, ang AC natin is 1,200 mm. So that is 120 millimeter. So from that point, we're going to measure 12 cm, 1 wherein sila ay mag-i-intersect dito sa ating vertical line dito. Okay, so 12 dapat. Ayan, 12. Okay, so we are going to draw a line here. Ayan. So now we can erase na yung ating isang ginawang guideline dito. And then, we have our point B. So sabi dito, yung ating point B, yung ating point B na ito, that is, our AB is 600 mm. So kung 600 mm to, gitna to ng ating, midpoint siya ng ating EC kasi yung EC natin is 1,200 mm. Okay, so hanapin lang, ilocate lang natin yung gitna nitong ating EC. So, i-measure natin. Saan ba dito yung 6? So, sa point na to. We have this point. Ay, wala. Tapos, kukunin natin yung 12 from that point, point B. Sabi dyan, ang length ng ating BD is also 1,200. And that is on the same line sa ating point O. So, kukunin natin yung intersection nila. So, from this, dapat maka-12 siya dito. Ayan. So, this will be our link BD. Okay, so now we can erase yung ating ginawang guideline dito. So this is the simple representation ng ating graph dito. Okay, so this is our point O. Pala natin. This is our point O. And then this is A, B, C, and D. But then, kung papansin natin, we also have point G. Ang point G natin is yung ground natin dito sa slider na to. And we have our point E, wherein dito naman. Okay, so we have... Now, we are going to have our velocity diagram. Okay, so now, how are we going to start in solving our velocity diagram? So, una pala muna, let's have our scale. So, before we have our scale, let's solve for our velocity at the input. So, at this point, ang kukunin natin is the velocity of AO. Velocity at link AO. So, our velocity at AO will be equals to the angular velocity at AO times the radius. So, ang gagamitin nating radius is the AO also. Okay, so dito, we're going first to solve yung ating angular velocity at AO. So, again, that is 2 pi n. So, it will become 2 pi, tapos binigay sa atin yung ating speed sa problem, which is 200 RPM. So that is 200 revolution per minute. And again, meter per second ang unit natin. Kaya i-convert natin siya into seconds. So 1 minute is 60 seconds. So to be able to solve for our velocity at AO, that is 2 pi times 200 revolution per minute times 1 minute ay 60 seconds. Tapos, our AO, ang length ng ating AO ay 300 mm. So again, meter per second, kaya i-convert pa natin siya into meters. So 1 meter is 1,000 mm. Okay, so now what will be the value of our velocity at AO? Okay, so kindly confirm. We have 62.8. Kaya na nating 62.83. Okay, so same ba kayo lahat kay Andreas? Same nang nakuha. We have 62.83. Okay. So now we are going to establish yung ating scale. Okay. Okay, so parang 6.28. Okay. So baka may kulang ka lang dyan na 0. Okay, so this is 6.28 meter per second. This is our velocity at AO. Okay, so let's have the scale. So let's just say yung 6.28 meter per second ay equal sa mga 60. So this is based on you naman. Kayo na ang bahalang gumawa ng inyong sariling scale. Okay, so let's just say 60 mm yung ating 6.28. So if we use this scale, so let's have meter per second to length. So ang 1 meter per second will be ilang mm. So again, ganun lang naman, 6.28 over 60 is equals to 1 meter per second times x. So paka-shift solve, what will be the value of our meter per second to length? We have 9.55 na lang. mm. Okay. Now, let's have the length 2 meter per second. So, ang 1 mm, ilang meter per seconds naman? So, paki-compute. What will be the value? That's 6.28 meter per second, 60 mm. Tapos, ito yung nawawala, and then 1 mm. So, what will be the value of length 2 meter per second? Okay, so let's just say 0.105 meter per second. Okay, so again, this is a very important part ng ating calculation. Dapat ma-establish nyo muna yung inyong scale. Okay, so let's now proceed sa ating velocity diagram. So again, sabi sa ating given dito, this is on the clockwise direction. So meaning, this input link ay pa-clockwise yung ikot. Ibig sabihin yung direction ng ating velocity at AO. Velocity at A. So, yun naman is same. Kahit sa point na to, kahit sa point na to, kahit sa point na to, kahit sa point na yan. So, we still have our velocity at AO. Okay. So, nakuha na natin. Balikan natin yung ating figure. We have 3 fixed link. Meron tayong 3 ground dito or 3 fixed point. We have our point O, point G, and point E. So that will be our initial point sa ating velocity diagram. We have our point O, G, E. So dyan magsisimula yung ating velocity diagram. Okay. So going back, i-measure natin ulit yung perpendicular line sa ating link AO. Erase muna tayo. So, using yung ruler natin, kunin ulit natin yung ating perpendicular line. So, hanap tayo ng line na perpendicular dito. Ayan. Tapos, ilagay natin dito. So, 6.28 is equals to 60 mm. So, mag-ano tayo dito ng 60 mm. 60 mm is 6.6. 6.6 centimeter. Okay, so dito. So this will be our point A. And then our point C. Itong point C natin, that is connected with our point A. And then point C is connected dito sa ating point G, wherein we will have a vertical line here. So we are going to draw yung vertical line natin dito. Wait lang, hindi siya maayos. Vertical line natin dito. And then, perpendicular line sa line na ito. Okay, so unahin natin yung ating vertical line from point G. Tama ba? Point G? Yes, we have point G. Okay, so that we are going to have a perpendicular line dito. So, gawin natin black. And then, kukunin natin yung perpendicular line ng line AC. So, measure ulit natin using our ruler. Perpendicular dapat. Ayan. And then, kunin natin yung kanilang intersection. Okay. So, this point will now be our point C. And then, we have our point B. And our point B is connected sa ating point A din. At saka sa ating point D. But then, this point is the midpoint of our line AC. So, hanapin na lang natin yung gitna ng ating AC. And that will be our point B. So, based dito sa ating ruler, that is, ano ba yun? 6 point. So, 1, ito ay 5. 6.3. Tama ba? Saan ba yung gitna? Okay, 6.3. So, 6.3 divided 2, that is So, ang midpoint natin is at 3.15. So, lagyan natin dito. So, this will be our point B, the midpoint of our C and A. And then, going back to the graph, our point D is connected with point B and also connected sa ating point point E. So, at point E, they have a horizontal relationship mula sa ating point O. Okay, so wait lang. Check ko lang. Okay, so hindi pala from point O, sa point E tayo measure. Okay, so let's start muna yung ating sa point B. So we are going to get yung ating perpendicular line at our link BD. So let's measure first. Kuha tayo ng perpendicular line from point B. So dito. Mula sa ating point B. Okay. And then, yung ating point D, so dapat siya ay nakaganto, naka 30 degrees. Tama ba? 30 degrees from the horizontal. So itong angle na to, 30 degrees. Okay, so ito na lang pala. This line. Naka 15 degrees siya. Itatama lang natin siya dito sa ating link BD. And then we're going to draw a line here from point E to this point. Okay. So this intersection will be our point D. Okay. So we have completed yung ating points ng ating mechanism. Okay, so now how are we going to solve for our unknowns? So ang una nating hahanapin, we have our linear velocity at C and D. So we have the velocity at C and D. Okay. So again, to be able to solve for our velocity at point C, so that is just the same with the velocity natin ng AC. So we are going to measure yung ating point AC. Velocity at point C pala, so we are going to measure from the fixed point dito sa ating point G. So we are going to have the measurement nitong ating OC na line. Saan ba yun? Okay. So this is nasa 5.6 centimeter. So, tama. Dito naman tayo. So, we are going to measure yung ating length ng hanggang AC, point C. So, that is itong ating length ng OC na line. So, measuring that, this is 5.6 centimeter. So, let's just say sorry, naglalag. Okay, so this will be 56 mm. And then again, let's go back sa ating scale. Wherein 1 mm is 0.105 meter per second. So 0.105 meter per second per 1 mm. Okay, so what will be the value of our velocity at point C? We have 5.88 meter per second. Okay, so next we have our velocity at point D. So we are going to measure yung ating length ng OD hanggang sa D natin. Okay, so based dito sa aking graph, sa aking ruler, nasa 1.7. Okay, so we have 1.7, that is 17 mm. And then yung conversion natin sa scale. So what will be our velocity at point D? We have 1.785 meter per second. Okay, so this will be based on on your graph. Magkakaroon niya ng discrepancy pero hindi dapat ganun ka taas. Okay, so ano pa yung ating hinahanap sa problem? We have next our angular velocity at links AC and BD. So we're going to have our angular velocity at AC and BD. AC and angular velocity BD. Okay, so paano natin kukunin yon? Again, we have our formula for the angular velocity. Wherein the velocity at AC over our radius, in this case, that is the length of the AC. So we have our velocity ng AC. So i-measure natin kung gaano ka haba yung ating AC dito. So based sa aking graph, so based dito sa aking graph dito, that is 6.4. Ba't parang malayo yung nakuha ko kanina? Okay, so you can verify naman yung ating graph. Kung tama naman yung graph nyo, is ma-justify naman natin yung sagot. Okay, so let's have here 6.3 centimeters. So that is 63 mm. 63 mm. And then our velocity is 0.105 meter per second over 1 mm. And then the length of our AC. Ang AC natin is 1,200 mm. So that is 1,200 mm, and then 1 meter is 1,000 mm. So cancel yung mm natin, cancel yung meter natin. So what will be the value of our angular velocity at AC? Okay, so dito pala ako nagkamali sa graph natin. So, ayusin ko lang to. So 6.28 yung ating velocity at AO. So ito ulitin ko lang. Ito pala para medyo mali. So dapat ito ay 6 mm lang. Okay. So ito ay naka-perpendicular na ba ito? Okay, so we are going to have 6 mm dito dapat. And then, para makuha natin yung point C natin, kuha tayo ng perpendicular line dito. Ayan. Tapos dito. Ayun, so dun nga yung mali. Kasi kanina yung point C natin is nandito. So this should be our point C. Okay, so ulitin lang natin yung ating graph. Pero with regards to the solution, ganun din naman yung magiging flow niya. So dito nagkamali lang ako ng graph. So, siguro 6.28 din yung nag-graph ko kanina. Hindi ko na din siguro napansin. So this is point A. And then again, yung ating point B is nasa midpoint ng ating AC. Okay, so ito we have 5.6. So 5.6 divide 2. Ang midpoint niya is nasa 2.8. So nasa 2.8 yung ating we have here our point B. And then balik tayo dito. Kukunin natin yung perpendicular line sa line B, BD. Okay. So we're going to draw a line here. Yan. And then, kunin natin yung line dito. So, this will be our point D. Okay. So, ulitin natin yung ating given dito. So, may iba na yung ating velocity at point C. So, ulitin natin to. So, i-measure ulit natin yung ating length ng C. So, this is 5.1. So, 51 mm siya. So, what will be the value of our velocity at point C? Itong tama na natin. So, yung kanina mali yun. Kaya pala medyo malaki yung ating nagiging difference ng sagot. Okay, so dito, paki-compute what will be the value of our velocity at point C. Ulitin na lang natin. We have 51 times 0.105. Okay, so we have 5.355. And that is in meter per second. Yung V din naman natin. So, kunin natin yung length ng ating D. So, nasa 1.4. So, that's 14 mm. And then, yung conversion natin, we have 0.105 meter per second, 1 mm. Okay, so what will be the value of our velocity at point D? We have 1.47. Tama ba? Okay. So may nag-confirm na ng 1.47 meter per second. Okay, so yun yung sinasabi ko, medyo critical yung ating graph kasi medyo malayo yung values kapag nagkamali tayo. Okay, so next we have our angular velocity at AC and BD. AC and BD. So our angular velocity at EC is equals to our velocity at EC over AC. Our velocity at EC, i-measure ulit natin tong EC natin. So we have 5.6. That's 56 mm. And again, we're going to have our conversion na 0.105 meter per second per 1 mm. And ang length ng ating AC is, ang AC natin is 12 mm, and then convert it to meter. 1,000 mm. So cancel yung mm, meter. So what will be the value of our angular velocity AC? So that's 4.9. Sakto ba? 4.9 lang. 4.9 rad per seconds. Okay, so 4.9 rad per second. Okay, so let's go naman sa ating angular velocity at BD. So angular velocity at BD is equals to our velocity at BD times yung ating length na BD. So again, for the velocity, kukunin natin yung measurement ng ating BD. So our BD dito ay nasa 4.5 So let's have 4.5. This is in cm, so that's 45. 45 mm. And then yung conversion natin na 0.105 meter per second per 1 mm. And then the length of our BD. Ano ang BD natin? 1 to 10. So we have 1,200 mm and then convert it to meters. So with that, what will be the value of our angular velocity BD? Ito na ba yan? 3.9375. Okay, confirm din sa iba kung pareho na nakuha. We have 3.9375 and that is in rad per second. Okay, so we already have our 4 unknowns. Nakuha na natin lahat. Naintindihan ba kung paano kinukuha yung ating velocity using our velocity, relative velocity method? Everyone, naintindihan ba? Do you have any questions? Clarification? Wala? Okay, so mag-start na din kayong mag-aral since our midterm examination will be next week, week number 9 kasi week number 8 na tayo ngayon. So malay nyo, ganyan yung mga lumabas na problem. And then, sabi ko nga, our midterm examination will be from the beginning. So pwede na lumabas yung ganyan, ganyan and then kukunin nyo yung mga types of motion, ano ba yung kanyang mobility, degrees of freedom. So may yung Grashof law na pag-aralan din natin. And then we have our position analysis and our velocity analysis. Okay, so hindi naman siguro ganun magiging mahirap yung exam kung naintindihan nyo yung ating mga discussion, yung mga naging discussion natin dito sa ating machine elements. Okay, so do you have any questions? Tilaw, ano yun?
Sir, kanina po na late po ako ng mga 10 minutes po. Hindi po ako nakapag-attendance.
May hahabol pa ba sa attendance? Si Medina yung malilate daw. Nandito na ba? Medina?
Yes po, sir.
Okay na.
Na-restore naman po.
Si Manzano. Okay, nandito na din. Meron bang hindi natawag sa attendance? Okay. May tanong pa ba kayo?
Wala na.
Wala na? Okay, sige. Kung wala nang tanong, class dismiss na tayo. You can leave them.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you.